evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Friday, the 17th of May, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Lester Blackett passes. And in our feature for this evening, Eddie Kane's football program set for July. We'll take this break and I'll be right back.
Being fit make me stronger and healthier and make my life better, easier. Being fit is beautiful.
Well, I'm back and we start with some sad news in athletics. The man widely regarded for many years as the face of athletics on the island of Nevis, Lester Blackett, has passed. Word received indicates that he passed away at the Alexandra Hospital at around 2 p.m. on Thursday, 16 May, surrounded by family members. Blackett in his glory days was widely regarded as one of the top footballers within the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis and was also an outstanding track athlete. He eventually placed much of his time and effort into enhancing the track and field landscape on Nevis, almost single-handedly marking tracks and directing sports meets annually. He was also at the helm of the Nevis Athletic Association for many years and was the first to make extensive appeals for a Mondo track to be constructed on Nevis. Many are still making calls for the current stadium at Long Point to be named in his honor. We extend sincerest condolences to his wife Vernice, his daughter Nikoyan, and his entire family left to mourn his loss. Now to cricket, we have fixtures for the Leeward Islands Masters Tournament. The annual Leeward Islands Masters Cricket Tournament commenced last evening with an official opening ceremony. There are 5 participating teams this year. The defending champions, St. Kitts, then we have Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Martin, and host Anguilla. The match schedule is as follows. Earlier today, it should have been at 10 a.m., St. Kitts versus Antigua, Nevis versus St. Martin, St. Kitts versus Anguilla, and St. Martin versus Antigua. Tomorrow, Saturday the 18th, at 10 a.m., Nevis takes on Anguilla. At 10 a.m., St. Kitts takes on St. Martin at another ground. At 2 p.m., Nevis takes on St. Kitts, and at 2 p.m., Antigua takes on Anguilla. Then on Sunday the 19th, the tournament culminates. At 10 a.m., Antigua takes on Nevis, and also at 10 a.m., St. Martin takes on Anguilla. The 2 top teams will play in the finals at 2 p.m. We're certainly looking forward for our Nevis team bringing home the big trophy. We go to break, and when I come back, we'll have our feature for this evening.
Yo, book it on the Mr. Killer representing full 100 for NTV. Nevis television, you tell me about this television? Yo, I tell you about this television. This is the biggest and the baddest television. Remember, yo, Nevis television, Mr. Killer said, pick up something, anything. Nevis television said, run with it.
Well, I'm back and football is in the spotlight. Emmanuel Eddie Kanes has indicated that his annual football camp will be held this year from the 15th to the 26th of July in collaboration with the Department of Sports. He tells us about the transportation arrangements for the children and more information as well.
They come to the bus stop in town. Bus will pick them from there and bring them to the Mondo track. Children who are coming from Zion, coming into town via town, they will stop at Valumat, and Bassi will bring them over to the Mondo track. So Bassi is the bus. So the children should be able to know that Bassi is the bus.
And just to remind the parents who will be getting their children involved, what is in store for the children? Having paid the $50 registration, I think there's some snacks and other stuff. Talk to us about that.
Well, every year I normally take care of the children. I give them snacks for the 2 weeks that they're at the program. Water is available. I did order some water bottles, so that we just cut back on the glasses that we normally buy. And I ordered some football as well. So, and whatever money leave from all of these things, you understand, Curtis, with the coaches who are involved, you know, they normally tell me who's the most improved or whatever the case may be, and then whatever money is left, then I will just go by TDC, buy some books, pencil, pens, and I'll just give them to the kids then.
Well, I want to congratulate you because 19 years consecutively is no easy feat, and your dedication, sacrifice, it must take a lot from you. And the fact that you're still going, it means that you're truly dedicated to this task. And it's going to be just ahead of the annual primary school football program, I think, which was really exciting, especially for the last 2 years. And I'm certain you're looking forward to that again this year.
Well, Curtis, this is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this program here, because during the vacation, a lot of children stayed home, with idle hands and so on. So they come to the program to learn a skill, just like how they go to other programs and learn the skill, whether it's cricket, football, track and field, netball, volleyball, or golf, So I am happy, to know that I am taking part and, and doing this thing for the children, because you never know where you're going to end up, Curtis.
Speaking of which, finally, Eddie, tell us a little bit about some of the skills that you'll be concentrating on for this particular program this year.
Well, Curtis, as usual, because of our 1 full year, what we'll do for the first 3 days, we just work on the regular passing and controlling and so on, and then children will do some, skill work, some dribbling and so on, just to kind of get their legs back in shape. And then the coaches will work on some techniques, which they'll be able to learn to partake in the primary school football. So I am looking for the children to come out, and engage in this football stuff program. And then let's see whose school is gonna be the winner. Because normally I always tell the children, whatever you learned here from the program, take it back to your school and share with the other kids. Because some of the kids may probably go on with some reasons or something like that.
And yes, Eddie, of course, there's a lot of money in football as well. And the programs in the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association also encourages Nevis to be a full part of it. So the children can start at the primary school level and you never know where they could get to. So maybe that's one of the motivations, that they could get very far and maybe make a living out of football.
Because that is so true. That is so true. But you got to look at the different era compared to ours. Our parents let us play all the sports them. These days some parents don't want the children to kick football or cricket or something. So whoever showed up, Curtis, we're just going to work with them and make sure that we talk to them and make sure we get the best from them. As for all the sponsors who's going to be on board, this year, I'm going to ask each and every one of them to come, and explain about their workplace. Curtis, I like when you give me money, you come and you talk about your workplace. And then you'll be able to see the children perform, and see what they're doing there, so you know that your money well spent. I do believe sponsorship is not to be put in anybody's pocket. It should be spent on the children, because you beg it for the children. And that is one of my things, Curtis. The most I do with the sponsorship money for me, I top up the coach's phone and I buy gas to put in my Jeep to move around. That's about it.
All right, well, thank you again, Eddie, and we look forward to, you said you're targeting about 65. We hope that you get a full 65 quarter and that you have a very successful program once again this year.
Well, Curtis, even I call that number 65. If more come, I have to provide. I'm not going to run no child. I love football, I love track and field, I love golf, I love volleyball, what I'm saying? So, and one of the things to Curtis is that, once the department decide they will work with me every year with this, Curtis, then I believe that I can move to another sport where, especially like the volleyball or maybe golf, where children can develop some skills, but it would not be any clash.
Gotcha. Thanks again, Eddie. All the best.
Thank you, Curtis.
Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night and a great weekend.